Hello, my name is Christian McKenzie, otherwise known as a Fluffy Goomba on the internets. My pronouns are he, him, and I am an award-winning TTRPG actual play performer, educator, and event coordinator here in the space. And last year, I made a silly little tweet with a bonkers idea about wanting to show the bigots and the racists of the Star Wars fandom of the community that no matter how hard they tried to deny us and to keep us out of the space and out of the fandom, BIPOC individuals exist. And we're going to prove that we can tell stories better than they ever could. That tweet somehow managed to snowball as the folks at Taletell Hearts and the folks of Obsidian Brews and myself managed to gather over 50 BIPOC individuals to tell 10 vastly different stories for a 24-hour live streaming event, the first of its kind, with that number of BIPOC individuals, proving not only to the Star Wars community, but to the TTRPG community as well, that we exist, and to say otherwise is a lazy lie, to deny the greatness of our storytelling prowess and potential. We are not just the sidekick. We are not just the best friend. We are not just the prize. We are not just the rival. We are not just the sage for all your worldly advice. We are not just second billing. We are the hero. We are the worst nightmare that gives nightmares nightmares. We are the plot. We are the inciting incident. We are the climax. Over the next 4 days, we are the protagonists. We are the antagonists. We are the story's beginnings, their middles, and their ends. Over these next 4 days, the galaxy far, far away will feel closer to home for everyone here, coated with language and dripping with culture. Over the next 4 days, Star Wars is our story. Star Wars is our playground. And to the players, just remember, your stories are worth telling. Not just these ones, but every single story you tell beyond this weekend. Every word from you matters. Every bit of emotion, every motivation, every fear, every criticism, every praise. And at the end of the day, also remember, they hate us because they ain't us. May the Force be with you, and enjoy our show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Star Wars Weekend here at Taletell Hearts. If you don't know my face, you should, because I'm awesome, but I'm Whitney, better known across the internet as @SmokingGlueGuns, purveyor of shiny, sparkly math rocks and all things cursed. That's about as appropriate as I feel like being on someone else's channel. But before we jump into things, I want to jump around the table, introduce these lovely folks who are going to be beating the crap out of each other today, and I'm gonna go via the overlay. So the lovely Amelia Som, kick us off, please, darling.
Hi, my name's Amelia Som. You can find me most places at Amelia Som or at links.ameliasom.com. My pronouns are whichever ones you are feeling in the moment. I am playing a character named Jaja, who is chaotic. Anything
Raven.
else?
That's good.
Great.
Raven. Hey, who are you?
Raven. I am playing Gold, or Gold. I am a droid who is not wired correctly. But you can find me all over the internet at Ravenous Tales. I do things sometimes, and I'm excited to just, fling metal fists. My pronouns are they, she, any. And that's it.
Urban.
Hi, I'm Brian, aka Urban Bohemian, pretty much everywhere on the internet except TikTok, where there's a little underscore because somebody else has the name and I'm mad about it. Whatever. Today I am playing Ion Desic. Pronouns he, they, my pronouns he, they. Ion is just an historian and archaeologist that somehow found himself in this situation and is definitely not anything more than that.
And last but not least, Sphinx, my darling.
Hello, everyone. I am choking, apparently. Excuse me. I am Sphinx Akasha, your current champion of bards. You can find me just about everywhere on the internet at Sphinx Akasha or at the Everbright Archive. I am playing Merrick Stormrider, who is a half Miraluka Jedi Ronin. A bit of a wandering swords person. Also not sure how we wound up in this situation, but the Force does what the Force does.
Famously.
Famous last Force. As a reminder, all donations this weekend will be going to the Marsha P. Johnson Institutes, and we have a bunch of custom redeems so that you could help or hinder our lovely players. Everything from granting them bardic inspiration to granting them disadvantage if you choose, to giving them a little bit of blue milk healing potions, or my personal favorites, you can give me layer actions or spells. I would love if you gave me layer actions or spells. All of those are in the redeems menu, which should be in the side chat. But yeah, with all of that hullabaloo, I guess is the right word, gone. You guys good to jump into things? Shall we begin?
Yep. I'm gonna throw fisticuffs.
We're not there yet. Hold up. We're not there yet.
We open in a darkened interior room. You can hear the sounds of hundreds of footsteps pounding and cheering and chanting overhead, but the room you're in is quite small and very dark. You all each signed up for a chance to get out of Jabba's holding pens, and the only way out is through the other three people in this room. Who would like to go first in describing what they look like?
Hey, I'll go. I am Goldie, or Gold. I am a Class 3 droid. I am supposed to be giving tours for haunts on Tatooine. I have no idea what I'm doing here, but I'm wearing a nice, pretty dress. My manufacturer said that I am more personable when I am wearing a dress. What? It's gold! Like me!
That's so much.
Hello, friends! Are you coming to my haunt?
Droid from Spaceballs.
Who's sitting across from this gold droid in a dress?
I think that's Jaja. I don't think they're sitting. I think they're perching. You see a very, kind of short, very stout Twi'lek. The crazed look in their eyes. A deep reddish orange skin just kind of looking and staring at you.
Staring? That's rude. No? No? Okay.
Sitting next to the golden droid, who took that slot?
I'd say sitting next to the golden droid or rather kneeling in kind of a meditative position, is Merrick. He is dark-skinned, dreads kind of in like a half top knot. The other half of it's kind of low and hanging over his shoulders or hanging over the dark robes that he's currently wearing. He's also wearing a set of goggles over his eyes, so you can't really see them. They are very dark. And he's got like a bit of like a close cropped beard. And like you can't tell whether or not his eyes are open or not because of the goggles. So he might be staring at someone. He might not be. Who knows? But he's just sitting there, very quietly breathing.
It's so quiet. This is uncomfortable.
And last but not least, across from him,
Ion wavers between looking like nervous and wary. Ion is a Pantoran, dark blue skin, black hair, yellow golden eyes, black hair close cropped, and is sort of wearing like explorer's clothes, almost like think historian or archaeologist, and then just has like a kind of a sleeveless robe over that, and is kind of fidgeting with their pockets. And the feeling of wariness got a little more strong when when GOLD started speaking. That seemed to set things a little bit on edge for him.
Making you uncomfortable. I apologize. My emotions are not wired properly.
That doesn't bring me any comfort.
It should.
This is going
I
to be very
apologize.
interesting, isn't it?
There's been a blip in the matrix.
I
as
see.
you
Well,
guys,
perhaps you should realign your matrices.
Yes.
as the four of you were in
Making
this
me miss my
dark
droid.
holding cell, there's very little light coming in. You can hear the crowd cheering below, above your heads. And then there's sort of like a rattling and then a loud thump as you hear what can only be the sound of a large creature hitting the dirt and sort of like sending a little bit of dust and debris down into this pen that you're being held into, making it very clear to you that you are underneath the floor of the stadium, preparing to be risen up for your time to beat the snot out of each other. Do you guys have any last things you'd wish to say to each other?
Do you really think that's the only way for us to get out of here? By fighting?
What does this exit look like again? Is it like a door or like...
Merrick says, I certainly hope not, but I will do my best to find another way. But until then, we kind of go with it, I guess.
Whitney, I can't hear you.
Damn it. You guys were brought into this room through a door that was sealed behind you when you entered. And you can sort of see the hydraulics in the corner of the room, making it very clear that this is a platform. I'll lie for a better reference, like a pop star ready to raise them onto stage, like that. But like there's a ceiling, so like clearly that's going to split and raise you guys up when the time comes.
Yeah, you just see Jaja from behind them pulling open this janky ass like red lightsaber. It looks like the Kylo Ren one where it's spurting and there's like little sparks coming out and it's like, doesn't matter, let's go.
One's fired up.
Okay. Well, I guess we're doing this.
You hear a crackly voice enter into the chamber. 10 seconds to launch. And then
This is
above
not
your
a
head,
long time.
above your heads, you start to hear the crowd chanting and clapping. And then the dust starts to come into this little chamber even more as above your heads, the ceiling splits apart. And the light is blinding because it is so very dark inside of this little holding pen that you've been in. And it's blinding bright white light as you raise up into a coliseum. And looking around, you can see thousands of people all staring down, chanting at you each. And you were each told to walk to a corner of the arena once you rose up. So as you raise and walk off to your corners of the arena, you can see sitting in a very large chair, Jabba himself, sprawled out, a gorgeous Twilight by his side, standing in front of a microphone, just sort of looking out at everyone. And she leans into the microphone and begins to speak. Welcome everyone to Jabba's Battle Royale. These 4 creatures have all agreed to battle for the possibility of being released from his clutches. 4 enter, only 1 will survive. In just a moment, the fight will begin, but first, I would like to take a moment to talk to you about the sponsor of this event, Blue Milk. Across the dunes of Tatooine to the wonders of Coruscant, one drink has stood the passage of time. Blue Milk, the trusted drink of farmers, freedom fighters, and huts alike, naturally fortified with bantha calcium. It's more than just tradition. It's survival. Blue Milk, the taste of the galaxy. There's a loud ring of applause. And as this applause rings out, you see just abundant like ribbons and streamers and lots of people drinking blue milk in the stands. And I would like all of you guys to roll initiative for me.
Okay.
I have something for that. I have to find where it lives.
There's things. Oh, I get nothing to my initiative.
Okay.
Oh boy, when I figure out what my character abilities are you guys in for a rude awakening.
We're all so good at this. We're so good at this.
We're professionals.
Okay,
I got 14.
Dang.
What do you mean, dang?
Cast Improved Force Intuition, which means I roll at advantage. I gain a +2 bonus to AC until I lose concentration. And then I get other stuff if I end up being first to go.
Right.
Something like that. I don't know.
3 for me to my initiative.
See? A 9 for Ion.
And Merrick. Okay, so a 9 for Ion, a 3 for Merrick, and then Zaza, what was that initiative?
20.
20. Oh, yeah, you're absolutely first. Yeah. Okay. You said you get extra things for being first in initiative?
Yeah, I gotta write notes now because I don't know. I get until the end of my first. Oh no. Okay. Well, until the end of my first turn in combat, my speed increases by 10 feet, and then I get 1d4 to my attack rolls.
Oh,
so I kind of didn't want to be first, but that's fine.
Well, first up in initiative is Zaza. What would you like to do?
Okay. I want to hit someone. How far away are we from each other?
You're at a pretty good clip. Like, you're about 100 feet away. The closest person to you is probably...
You don't have to say that. You don't have to... like, you know what? Just pick a direction, maybe, and it's fine.
Just pick one direction. Pick a direction.
Wait, what's your character's name again? Urban?
Hold on. Urban is Ion, and my token, I'm currently in the upper left of the Coliseum.
Yeah, I think you're closest to me. So I'm going to
Okay.
move 40 feet to you.
Do I?
40. Yeah, that's 8 squares. 8 times 5 is 40. Math. And then I think it would be real funny if I just jumped 15 feet. I think that would be a silly thing I can do. And I feel like I'm able to do that, right? I gotta be.
Let's see here.
Does anyone know how jumping rules work in this game?
I can pull up a jump calculator.
Yeah.
A lot of our things will say like how far you can leap. So yeah, it's
Yeah.
space.
What is your strength score?
Well, I can use my charisma, which is 19.
Oh, heck yes.
If I cast- oh wait.
So
Yeah, that's a wait.
if you're moving and then jumping, you can jump about 19 feet.
Okay. Yeah, so I've used my reaction to cast Force Initiative, and then my bonus action, I will Force Leap to jump 19 feet like a normal person.
Totally normal.
1,
Super normal.
2, 3, 4. I assume it's okay if I round a little bit to 20.
Yeah, we're gonna say that's fine.
And then
Oh no.
as an action, I suppose I'll just well, maybe I won't do that. Maybe I have to get up. I have to melee. I'm playing basically a paladin. Never mind. I'm just gonna use my action to dash.
It's gonna be so
and get up in
wild.
your
We're like,
face.
hold on, I gotta be close to you.
I gotta be close. So undo my bonus action. And then I'll use my bonus action to hex you instead. Undo my 20-foot horizontal leap for a hex, please. Whoever's keeping track of the meta.
Okay, let's see here. Let's see. This one doesn't do reactions very well. Let's see.
Yeah, nothing happens until I attack you.
And is that all you've got on your turn?
Yeah, and then I'm gonna give you disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Oh.
And ability checks. Just dexterity. Just ability checks. Cool.
As Zaza comes charging up the Coliseum towards Ion, the second they land, up behind you all on his platform, you guys watch as Jabba presses down on a big red button. And directly behind Ion, a bright row of like a tube, a chamber, starts to glow bright red hot and emits a blast of fire jets. Can I get a dex save from both Ion and Zaza, please?
Wow, that's fire.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh my gosh. I can't. I cannot.
Does a 6
Look.
succeed?
It does not.
Are you sure the DC wasn't 5?
Okay. Disadvantage. Okay, that's 12 plus what? 14.
Both fail.
Dang it.
Okay. So both of you are going to take. I get to draw first blood because people bought me layer actions. Both of you are going to take 13 points of fire damage as Jabba's fire jets go off in the corner of the arena.
1-3?
1-3.
Ow? Ouch. Seems like a thing to say.
That feels correct. And that will bring us to GOLD's turn.
Please call me Goldie. I think, if I'm very honest with you, it hasn't registered up here in my neural whatever this is. I can't say gray matter, right? Maybe because the gears and whatnot are a little silver gray, but I'm kind of just like slowly backing into like the center, and I'm waving at everybody.
So are you going to use your movement and your action to move into the center of the arena?
I absolutely am. I'm just going to move lightly this way. Slowly. Like I'm Yes! This is not the hunt, but I'm so excited that you are excited for me.
What is your total movement that you can do in a turn?
I can tell you that in a second on the sheet because it's somewhere. Hey, where is it on this sheet?
Wait, what are you looking for?
Looking for?
My movement.
At the very top of the one with the little fist, it says speed.
Speed.
I have speed.
Yeah.
Yes. 25 feet.
25 feet. So 25 will put you about there. And then are you using your action to dash into the center? Or only
No.
going as far as you can go?
It is very
Okay.
slow and melodic. I'm not even gonna. There's nothing else happening up here, right? I'm just.
Respect. As you land, go ahead and give me a deck save, please. The DC is 15.
Is 15 perfect? We love that. Oh, I lied. My speed was 30, but that's okay. 25 is fine. I'm not moving anywhere.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, I'm not moving anywhere. I don't have anywhere to be.
You don't want one more square? Because you could have one more square if you want it.
I don't need it. No. All right. Dex saving throw. That is that's an 8.
You hear a loud click as under your feet the sand starts to give way a little bit, and you drop into a little bit of a hole. You'll have to use half your movement speed to get out of it next action. And I also need to roll a thing for you.
Oh,
I'm
I'm stuck.
You're gonna take 15 points of acid damage as this pit is lined in just bile.
I think I'm starting to rust.
That will bring us to Ion's turn. You have a Zaza right up in your face, and a fire jet just blew off at the back of your head.
Okay, that's not the fade that I was looking for today. But okay. Like seeing that there is not going to be some haha joke and we actually game is on. Like Ion's face kind of hardens a little bit, and he kind of pushes back a thing of his robe, and there's a lightsaber at his side, and he reaches for it and kind of looks, I don't know, like a kind of a dark grin at Jaja, and casts Phase Walk. So using the power of the Force, teleporting up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space that they can see.
Ooh.
Because I don't want you in my face.
Where are you going?
Nothing personal. Nothing personal.
Wow.
Okay, let's see here. How do I do? I am sorry, I'm not used to VTTs.
You're good. There's a little ruler on the sidebar. It looks like a little angle symbol.
I was looking for like a ruler shape.
Yeah, if you click it.
Hold on,
It's a square.
that's
not
a
a ruler.
pyramid. Cute.
Yeah, you click the AOE one.
Oh,
You
no.
want 3 above that on that sidebar. There's one that says
Oh.
measure.
You can also just press M
Yeah.
for measure, and it should.
That too.
Thank you. Okay, so did I say 30 feet?
Mhm.
I forgot the number already. Numbers are hard.
Yeah, 30.
Numbers are hard. It's great you don't need them for this game.
It's so good. Yeah. I think. Yeah. We'll move here. So, oops. Okay. Now stop measuring. Go take that away.
If you
There we
switch,
go.
I think H gets you back to the select, or W
we go.
gets you back to the
Um,
select tool.
Thank you for your patience. Yeah, so like immediately teleports away, and it's just like, we're not doing that today. Forget to cast my force power because we have way too many of them. And you know, pulls out the lightsaber, and it crackles to life. It's a blue beam, and looks back at Jaja with a little bit of a, like, it's not quite defensive. It's a little bit aggressive, but also like, didn't want it to go down like this. That's the conveying right now. No words, just, you know, I don't know how to make the noise. I did when I was a kid. I can now. Like,
As your lightsaber opens up, Jaja's eyes just start glowing and they get really excited about having a fun fight.
Ion, do you have anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
let's see here. I know I had something that was armory because I'm so feeble. Yes. So the robe that he's wearing starts smoldering. It's just an effect because it's just like a silly common magic item that is like, it's the armor of smoldering. As he casts the Arbor of Abeloth, and the Armor of Abeloth is a protective force surrounds you, manifesting a shimmering light. 5 temp hit points for the duration, and if any creature hits me with a melee attack while I have these temp hit points, they take 5 psychic damage. Yeah, that's right, 5 psychic damage. So there's just some temporary hit points and a little armor and a little don't mess with me shimmer going on right now.
As you go to move away, there's a loud boo that erupts from the crowd, and Jabba leans over to the Twi'lek next to him and whispers something very quietly, and she leans into the microphone and goes, Jabba has granted his blessing. Zaza will have advantage on their next attack. As I use the layer action Jabba's blessing.
Okay.
Love
Jabba
it.
starts jumping in space.
Like, hype you up, okay? Like,
and the crowd cheers as we move to Merrick's turn in initiative.
Okay. Merrick is going to start walking forward, and as he does, he's going to take off that top cloak, revealing this kind of form-fitting black kind of vest, sleeveless thing. So his arms are bare except for the gloves that stop at his elbow, that also, like, you know, will free his fingers. And you will also see at his side, on his left, is a lightsaber dangling. And he will, as he just very casually walks, he will take a breath, lift his hands, and as he lowers them with the exhale, he's going to cast Battle Precognition. Your attunement to the Force warns you when you are about to enter danger. Until the power ends, which is an 8-hour duration, your AC becomes 13 plus your Dex mod. So my AC goes from 11 to 14. This power has no effect if I'm wearing armor, which I'm not. And then he will, let's see, let me 30 feet. Doopity. So about right there. Cool. He will put himself about here. He will take out his lightsaber, and he will ignite it. And it is a white curved blade, like a katana, as he pulls out his light katana.
Oh, that's
And just-
sick.
I suppose if we're doing this, we should do this.
Do you have anything else you wish to do on your turn?
I suppose I could. No, nothing that I want to do yet.
Okay. That will bring us back to the top of the round. Zaza, what you got?
Okay. As a bonus action, I would like to wait. Okay. Sorry. Lot of moving parts on this bad boy of a character sheet. Yeah, I believe I should enter my Makashi form as a bonus action. So I can I will choose to add my charisma modifier to the first melee weapon and damage rolls I make each turn. Plus caveats, blah, blah, blah. Owlbear. How far away? You teleported 30 feet away. That's within my movement speed. And I know you said I take psychic damage if I hit you, but that's not really something Jaja's really gonna.
It doesn't feel like it's. Yeah, it doesn't feel like that's gonna like sting at all.
It's not really gonna stop. But I will go ahead and take that. I also have an aura of hate, which means that the first melee weapon, I get my charisma modifier added to damage, and I have advantage. And I think I have a thing I can do with that too. What is it? Oh, I gotta wait. Okay, I can't find it, and in the interest, I don't like my turns taking too long, so I'm just gonna ignore the thing I can do with advantage and roll the dice. There's like one of the lightsaber forms.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a 14 plus an 18 to hit.
That hits. Let's see here. When. All right, 18. When, sorry, I may use a reaction, which is a force shield. When you're hit by an attack, you can use a reaction to shroud yourself in force energy until the start of your next turn. Bonus AC. So, what was the score again?
18.
That does not hit this time, at least for my turn.
That was really rude, actually.
Yeah, it was. I feel you, and I'm not sorry. And just take the 5 psychic damage and
learn from my mistake.
Can we not do this? Just, if we're doing it, we're doing it. But I will pull everything out of this bag because there's so many things on these sheets, y'all.
Yeah,
so many.
I'm glad I didn't have to build one. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Zaza, you got anything else?
I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe, but I can't find it, so.
Then that will bring us to Goldie, who is in a pit.
One turn.
Okay, all right. Now the little gloves are coming off, right? You just see this weird bubbly gold robot. There's a twitch, right? And then I'm actually going to use my I guess it's equipment technically, but I'll use my bonus action to bring out I'm a 4-armed combatant, so there are now 2 additional arms that are popping out of my shoulders, and they are locking themselves into the ground and pulling me out. And so as long as hold on, well, I have at least 3 arms free, I have a climbing speed equal to that of my walking speed.
Oh,
Crazy.
heck yeah. Then I would say that you're not going to have to use half your movement to get out of the pit, because you can climb on out with your extra arms.
Yes. So I just kind of there's this cracking, and it's sickening, right? It's very twitchy, very unnatural, and her or their receptors just start dialing in everything. And one of the arms just looks up at Jabba and flips him the bird. And then I'm gonna say, I'm sorry, I don't know what's come over me. It seems that, man, I'm fucking angry. And he just starts scurrying across the across to right in front of, like, or trying to get to right in front of where Jabba is sitting.
Oh, okay. You're
Yeah.
heading to that direction.
Yes. So 30 feet would bring me. I just lost it. It was like here.
Yeah, right. One more, where that little like sword dot thing is on the little. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that you guys have put yourself in a cheeky little line for me.
Oh.
Oh.
As
Oh, no.
Oh dear.
Oh, I was just gonna do one of these. Oh yeah, absolutely. As you head towards Jabba after flipping him the bird, you guys all hear a loud rotating sound, and then looking down beneath your feet, there's a channel that sort of opens up, and running from that statue in the upper corner to the statue down here, you see a buzzsaw flip up and just start barreling across the arena. I need everybody to give me a dexterity saving throw, DC of 15.
Oh no.
Oh, big money. Okay. That's
Okay,
a
that's
22.
Jeez.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna take half damage.
I have to do math. Give me a second.
Okay, 17.
18.
Also 17.
Oh.
Everybody takes half damage. Just gonna go ahead and roll 4d10.
That
if that's
sounds
okay
a
with
lot.
you.
That sounds like a lot of dice.
Girl.
That does sound like a lot of dice.
Look, we're here for a fun time, not a long time. Cool. So it's 22 points of slashing, halved to 11. So everyone's going to take 11 points of slashing damage.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yikes. I would also like to quickly point out that because I am half Miraluka, I am constantly under the effects of force sight, which does not require any concentration from me, so I can see through the force.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool as hell. Heck yes. And then that will bring us to Ion's turn.
Let's see here. Let's see. Ion looks at Jaja, who I think they got up. They got all up in it again, right?
Yeah.
You-
Yeah, they're all up in your grill.
I'm all
Okay,
in
and-
the-
Doesn't make any aggressive moves, but simply says, "Look, the two of us, we believe the same thing. We should take them out of our way and get out of here together. What do you think?" And he's just looking for a reaction of any kind.
Can I ask you to make a persuasion roll?
Sure. Oops. I was trying to click on the sheet, but that's not how these sheets work.
Yeah, I keep doing that too. I'll say DC 17. Jaja has no alliances or allegiances.
Hold on. Let me see where the dot is on that. That is a 9 plus my persuasion is 8, so that meets it.
Meets it, beats it. Jaja kind of looks at you and then just kind of takes it, this lightsaber, now that is like fully open, is more flat and wide than I think a lightsaber is. Normally they're kind of more of a beam of light, and just kind of like pokes yours a little bit and then nods and is preparing to make another giant ass leap in some direction.
Okay. All right. Cool. That's fantastic. Let's see. And I think Ion then turns and looks at Gold. Or just, is Gold okay? Gold, okay.
Goldie.
do you look
Weirdo, that's fine.
Do they look like they took any kind of damage from the hole? Sorry.
They did
Now listen here.
They did take a little bit of damage from the hole.
Sometimes you just fall in a hole. Sometimes you just gotta get in there, and you get in there too hard. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, I think at that point then, Ion will look at Gold, and their hand, like, this dark energy starts crackling, and it sort of starts to course around those parts of gold that were a little harmed, and is going to use a dark force power called Enfeeble. And dark energy courses, you must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, DC 16.
That is... God, okay, hold on. I need to get different dice because these are hard to read. You said DC what?
16.
Okay, so I got 17.
Okay, nice. So you will take 2d8 of damage because you made it. But it's also, sorry, it's necrotic damage. You being a droid, does that? No?
I don't take necrotic damage.
All right, then yeah.
That's not in my journey.
It's not, like, no, not even on my itinerary. Okay. Then yeah, you see it kind of like where you were a little bit damaged. It sort of darkens, but then just kind of like falls back into the sand, and there's a little bit of want. Like, oh.
There's a very quick shift where like their head turns all the way around and looks at you and goes, that tickled, and turns right back around to stare at Jabba.
Let's see here. All right, since the person who's currently at my back is not going to necessarily try to attack me in the next minute or so, we hope.
You got a few rounds probably until like a
Wow, thank you. I appreciate. You know, I respect. Respect. Okay, let's see here. I think. Sorry. No. Okay, no, I think that's it. Just gonna kind of hold the saber form in readiness just in case, but just really not wanting it to go down like this.
That'll bring us to Merrick.
Okay, so given that I am under the effects of foresight, looking at the two other lightsaber wielders, what alignment do I see?
Listen, it doesn't really take foresight to get
Do you really?
vibe. You see, like, it's like cackling, like the force energy, like crackling, like deep auburn, like blackish red. And it's not even so much that it's like dark as an evil, just incredibly chaotic.
And from
Much like
Ion,
lightsaber.
from Ion, you would sense like a massive thirst for power and knowledge, but over top of all of that is just pure deception.
Interesting. Okay. So fascinating. Yeah, I think Merrick is going to, given what he sees, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30, he's going to move here. He is then going to bonus action phase shift. And phase shift right behind Jaja. And he's going to attempt to hit her twice, because your boy's a sentinel and he gets 2 attacks.
Oh yeah, no, I also
all just
realized
teleporting
after my
today.
yeah, just teleport smack. I also realized I was supposed to get 2 attacks on my turn, but technically 3 actually, but I fucked that up.
So that first attack definitely misses with a 4.
To be quicker than that.
That is a 15 to attack.
A 15 just hits.
Okay. So D8 plus 1. So you'll take 3 points of energy damage from my light katana.
Oh, wait. Hold on. I want to attempt to deflect the attack.
Okay.
I need to, I get to channel the force a certain amount of times that I know for certain that number. I can definitely do it at least 1, so I'm going to spend it here.
Okay.
D10 plus my Dex mod plus my Guardian level. So how much damage?
That was just like 3, I think.
Oh,
Yeah, it
well,
was like
maybe
3
I just
points of
take
damage.
that. Never mind, I'll just take the hit.
Are you swinging at Zaza both times, or Zaza and?
Sticking at Zaza both times. As far as what I can see through the force, most lethal, most chaotic. Got to get her out of the way.
Sure. And yeah, are you hitting it? Oh, that was both of your swings, right?
Yeah, it was both swings.
Okay, I don't think I have anything else I can do.
Yep, and that's everything I can do as well.
Fantastic. At the end of your turn, Job is going to wave over to the Twi'lek, who leans over, gets the whisper, and then points to a person sort of like standing in like armor near one of the statues, who smacks their hands together. And I'm pretty sure, because you guys all clumped together in a gorgeous little cluster for me. Oh yeah, I can get all of you. And they're gonna drop a Jabba's Irresistible Dance upon everybody involved. So I need a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw from everybody. You also each have been gifted a Bardic Inspiration, so that's going to be 1d6 Bardic that you can add to an attack
I will
roll.
be using that immediately.
Yeah,
Not because I got a nat 20, so that is a 26.
Expeditiously, I shall use that Bardic for an
What's
18.
what's the saving throw again?
Wisdom, and it's a DC 15.
Oh, cool. I won't need it. I rolled 16.
Fantastic.
25.
Cool.
And what's
You guys all-
what's the bardic die? One, is it 6?
1d6, yeah.
6.
Thank you.
1d6. You guys all sort of feel this moment where like it feels like it starts to pulse in. You can feel like a twitch in your legs, and then each of you are able to shake it off as you resist Jabba's Irresistible Dance. And that will bring us to Jaja. You've got a Merrick up your butt.
Yeah, I've learned a lot about my character sheet since my last turn. And given where my HP is at, I've deduced the optimal choice, which is to move to the other side of Merrick, doing a little, like, they're very short, so just kind of doing a little, like, bouncy little backflip thing to the, not a backflip, like a little handspring. And then I am going to cast Force Lightning in a line that hits Merrick and Goldie. It goes for 100 feet, so it will. And I a dexterity saving throw from the both of you.
What's the DC?
Okay.
As if I know.
It would be
that
in
would be a
your tech
16.
casting.
Yeah.
Okay.
The top of the top of the list. Yeah.
Dexterity, huh? Okay.
13.
That's a nat 20, baby.
Oh my god!
Nice.
You will
Nice.
take half of 8d6.
Oh,
Well, I'm also going to use as my reaction to that. I'm going to use Saber Reflect.
I need to figure out where my reactions are.
Yeah, they're not in one place.
They're
I
like
just
in-
have
yeah,
every
you may
single
have-
thing open, and
I just opened all-
Controlled F for a reaction.
Exactly. Yep.
This is why we're
Trying to
teammates.
reduce this damage.
Thank you. I mean, like above table, we're cool, right? But
Yeah.
in it, we're about to tear each other apart.
Okay.
So I reduced that damage by 6, so I only take 2.
I haven't said the damage yet, have I?
Oh, it was no, you didn't. It was 8d6. That
Oh.
yeah.
Remember, that's
Oh.
I'll reduce that by 6 anyway. But yeah, okay.
Hey.
Ha!
30 points of lightning damage. So half to 15 for your
So
success.
half of that.
Minus
And then
whatever
minus-
number you just said.
15 minus 6, so that's 9.
Yeah.
Holy,
That's not
I'm out.
bad.
That's not bad at all.
I need
I'll
to
take it.
need to figure out because I might be close to dead. So give me a second.
Ooh. Okay, and then as a bonus action,
Whoa.
It's not gonna affect you. Don't worry. It's not gonna
Okay.
affect you. Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't worry. As a bonus action, I stop now. I'm going to activate my Makashi form. I'm pretty sure I can only have one of those. I can just do one of those at a time, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. Yeah. Makashi form. Let's go. And then that's all I got. I like standing where I'm standing right now. I'm near my new best friend and my new sworn enemy.
Aw.
Respect.
That I can see right now. I'm not gonna like read through this dictionary. I'm hurting. I look real bad. I look like if someone just came and tapped me on the shoulder, I'd die. Cause I'm at 1 HP.
Now's an excellent time to remind chat that above table, you can supply our players with blue milk healing potions, brought to you by our friends at Blue Milk. We all know the most important drink, I had to look one up. We all know the most important drink of the day is your dose of calcium. So why settle for a less colorful alternative when you can drink the pure Bantha Blue Milk, bottled directly at the source, unpasteurized. Blue Milk, the only milk you need. Look, I got one bit. I
love it. I love it so much.
and I'm up, right? So I'm just like, I'm looking real janky right now. Just kind of like sparks flying. I don't know. Maybe this is like the firework presentation. Like I'm about to blow, right? Man. Wow. Okay. So I'm panicking. I think I have something called rapid reconstruction, but I have to spend one of my hit dice, and I don't know what my hit dice are. But I will spend one.
It's like I don't have access
that is a good
to your
question.
character
Hold
sheet.
on.
I'm
Yeah.
not sure where your hit dice are.
It's got to be here somewhere.
Sorry, y'all.
Which class did you go with? Because I can tell you.
Occultist or scholar, rather.
Scholar. It's a D8.
Okay, so if I use it, it just means that I can't use it for something else. Or I do. Okay, listen, I'm gonna use it. I don't care. I'm gonna roll my 1d8 and then throw it off to the side. Because I don't know. There was a song written about, fireworks and stuff, and I don't want to be an homage to that. Okay, that is a 5. So I heal 5. So now I'm at 6. We love that. And then what I am going to do is
not to interrupt you, but you were just given a blue milk. So go ahead and roll 4d4 plus 4 hit points for a greater healing potion.
I will consensually kiss you on the forehead. Thank you so much. And thank you for donating to an amazing cause, first and foremost. Okay, that is 11 plus 4, so that is 15 in total.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Started your turn at 1, and now you are in double digits.
Yeah. Yep. Sweet. I'm not panicking. Okay, so now that's out of the way. Thank you for donating. You guys are amazing. I am going to use my, I guess, bonus action to move. Can I do that?
You haven't used You haven't moved, so you can use
Okay.
you can just use your movement to
You need
move.
movement to move.
Movement
Yeah.
to move. Yes, you are
Movement to
correct.
move.
I'm
Movement to move.
panicking on the
Doing great.
inside.
Take a
Thanks.
breath. You're good.
All right, I am going to move away. This way. I'm like
Valid.
out, right? And now I'm not as hurt. My ego's hurt. My ego's real hurt. So I'm trying to figure out who's who. Okay. Ion is in my line of sight. So I am going to use... Oh, yeah, no, it's you. Oh, no, it's you. It's you. I felt that little tickle earlier, okay? So I'm going to use Spectrum Ray. And so I shoot a beam of energy at a creature that I can see within range. Range is 60 feet. It's instantaneous. And I get to choose from acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison, or sonic damage. So I am going to choose... I'm going to choose acid damage. We're going to do a little acid rain up in here. So, it doesn't say what the...
Is there one?
If the attack hits, the creature takes 2d8 acid damage. So I'm going to assume that whatever your... It doesn't give me a saving throw for it.
What's the spell? Or the
Spectrum Ray?
Spectrum Ray. I have the Star Wars 5e thing up.
Because it's all the Star Wars spells are just reflavored 5e spells, and I'm pretty sure that's Scorching Ray.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
just an attack roll.
Attack roll.
Okay.
Actually, not all the spells, but a lot of them are.
Okay. So I will... Listen. There's too many numbers. I am not a math.
There's a lot of numbers.
There's a
Not a
lot of
math
numbers,
player.
and we're all in it together.
Right?
Mhm.
Hey, I have been informed that math is the best part of D&D.
I think, is that an intelligence for tech casting?
Let's see. Under your tech casting, at like in the little lightning bolt, do you have a save DC for your tech?
Oh, 15. Yeah, so it's 15.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's an attack roll, not a save DC.
Oh, sorry, right.
Yeah.
You is
So tech
attacking.
attack modifier is +7, but
Yeah.
let me see where that comes from over here. I guess intelligence?
Oh, I'm in danger.
I guess. Yeah, I think it would be intelligence. So I'm going to roll. That is 18 plus 3. So that's
Got
a
this.
21.
It's fine. Just roll the damage because that hurts. Yeah, my temp wore off. Is okay. Ow.
Ow.
So that's 2d8. That is for 13 damage.
Okay.
And then
Ooh.
Goldie's just gonna be like, I heard if you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Brother. Don't ask. They are not okay. They are not okay.
No, it's.
That'll bring us to Ion.
I can't decide if I want to destroy you or take you home, little droid.
Federation wrestling reference?
I love this.
Chaos.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Wow. Let me see here. All right, you're okay, that's all right. I feel like Jaja has it a little bit under control, only because they flagged as the bigger threat. I won't take it personally. It's okay. Let's see here.
Leave your force aura. Don't blame me.
See, no, I'm just a small Sith bean. That's just very deceptive. It's fine. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. I think this will work. Okay. Nope, that's not. I need more range. Way more range. Give me range things. I don't think that's going to work on a droid. I'm sorry. I'm having way too much fun reading these descriptions, and I need to pick something.
You're good. Also, don't forget that we have 4 blue milks in the general pot
That's
as
true.
well.
Okay, let's see here. All right, I think Ion will assume. Let me see if I can do this. Apologies for the math. That's 50. Okay, so will use their Ataru lightsaber form to leap 15 feet towards Gold.
Okay.
And
You just hear a screech, like a little droid screech.
so that's about, I think that was about there-ish.
Yeah, that was about there-ish.
Okay. And then, you know, with still now his robe is kind of actually like smoking from the, like, this is no longer a cool effect. It is like getting tore to heck. Kind of narrows his eyes at Gold and is like, oh, you're a problem. I see. And uses
Been told that.
pyrokinesis. Yeah, well, I'm sorry, I hate to cut off a good comeback. And uses pyrokinesis, which is the fire fills anything I can see with 60 feet within range, 5-foot cube. Any creature in the fire space must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. And it is DC, it's all the way at the top, 16.
Okay. It hits.
Okay. So that's, let me see here. That's just going to be, it's going to be 2d8 energy damage. Oh, yeah, it's 6 points of
Dark
energy
Blaster.
damage. Yeah.
Love that for us.
6 points of energy damage. And the entire area around you is like, it doesn't ignite anything. It doesn't ignite anything you're wearing or carrying, but you are now on fuego, like the whole area around you.
Yeah, a little box that I can put on there to connotate that. Boom, box, firebox.
Little firebox.
Well,
I
firebox.
see like the sassy little like hair flip. There's no hair, but might as well with one of these arms.
So that's that, and then we'll hold on. So you did the bonus. We did okay. So jumped, cast. No, and let me see here. I will also use one of our rewarded potions.
Cool. It's greater healing potion, so 4d4 plus 4.
Oh goodness, that's a lot. Feels like a lot.
I mean, I can make it lower if you want it to
No,
be
you can't. No, it's, you know, you said what you said. You said what you said, and that's fine. Oh. Nine. 13, 17. Oh, thank goodness. All right, I'll take that back. We are feeling a little bit better. Still singed, and that's it.
Then I believe that will bring us to Merrick with Zaza on deck.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and try and hit Zaza again. Twice.
Let's go for it.
It's right there. 18 to hit.
That hits.
All right. So that's going to be 8 damage. That was attack number 1. Attack number 2 will miss. But I'm also going to use Blade Dance to move up to 10 feet without provoking an opportunity attack.
Well, before you do that,
Uh-oh.
I have a question.
Oh,
Sure.
When a creature... Oh, wait. So, yeah. So, actually, I think my thing happens first. Because when a creature makes a melee weapon attack against you and misses, I can use my special reaction from having activated my Makashi form to make an opportunity attack against you.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Order of operandis. That would go off before you can... Yeah.
Okay,
It's true.
Let's
It's true.
first hit with that is a 21 to hit.
That will hit me.
And then
I want to be in
even
the
though
crowd
it's
with
not my
popcorn
turn, I
because this
can
is
still
sick.
use
Like,
my force empowered strikes. So I don't like that you swung at me, even if I did shoot you with lightning earlier.
Listen.
So I can do an additional damage is 1d8 for each point spent this way. So I will choose to spend 3 points to get an extra 3d8 of damage, plus the two-handed that's 2d4. So that would be and wait, hold on, let me make sure and check my notes. I don't have anything. I think everything else is on my turn.
I'm
So
going to, while you are doing that, I'm going to use my force empowered ability to cast deflection to roll my kinetic combat die and add it to my AC.
That feels
So
like a
wait.
valid choice.
Okay. So can I not have spent my force points then?
How much was the attack roll to begin with? I think it was 21, right?
Right.
Yeah. And then before you decide whether or not you're going to spend the force points, how much does your die change your modifier? Like, can you roll high enough on your combat thingy die to even... Because I think your AC is sitting at, what, a 14?
Yeah, you're right. It's not worth it for me to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was like, before you spend it, I was like, I don't know if you can roll high enough to
Right.
actually stop it from hitting you.
It's going to hit me no matter what I do. You're right.
It's like, don't burn shit you don't gotta burn.
That's fair. Just before you said that, I'm like, wait a minute. She already actually hit me. God damn it. All right.
Yeah.
The math ain't mathin'.
I take my lightsaber and hold it in both with two hands to do one swing just clear across your chest for 22 points of damage
Ooh.
as an
Okay.
opportunity attack.
Okay.
As an opportunity attack. Cool. At which point your teleport would go off, should you wish to still use it.
Oh yeah, I'm still gonna blade dance away. So that'll be my blade dance over here.
Uh-huh.
And then is the blue milk, is that a bonus action?
It's a free action because they are purchased items, and I feel like you should be allowed to use purchased items. So
How
if you want to
delightful.
if you want to chug a milk, you can chug a. We have 3 on the table. I am going to say that I think you can only take 1 at a time. That feels fair.
Yeah.
That feels
I'm gonna go
fair.
ahead
Don't
and
drink
chug
all
it.
the milk.
You're gonna get sick. That's not gonna be good for you.
That's not good for
Yeah.
you.
Oh, I'm gonna chug a milk then.
Chug a milk for 4d4 plus 4 healing.
All right, so that's 2, 6, 8,
And while we're doing math, hey guys,
12,
I have a bunch of custom spells that I built
16.
just for this battle royale. If you want to see me use them, you have to donate money. That's how that works.
So that's my free action. Do I have a bonus action I can do? That's a great question.
Is your blade dance a bonus action or is that a feature?
It's a feature.
Okay, cool.
Come on, be something good.
I did use
Okay.
that one.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast instinctive movement. So you enhance your movement with the force, allowing you to traverse your environment with speed and acrobatic grace. I will gain 2 speed points. I cast a power as a bonus action on subsequent turns. I can expend a speed point, granting myself one of a list of abilities. Okay. So I will be doing that, and yeah. Now I'm a little speedier.
Fantastic. Do you want to use your movement after you moved? Because you blade danced away. You technically have not used your
right.
movement. So you could use it if you wanted to.
Yeah, I could. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. You know what? Yeah. We're gonna move right here. And I'm just gonna
In between the two?
move there, and I'm just gonna put the blade in front of me. I just start breathing like I'm meditating. Because I can't do it this turn, but next turn, boy.
At the end of round 4, for our audience's perspectives, how is everybody looking? Let's go around the horn. Zaza, what you looking at?
I'm about half HP.
Goldie?
I'm at 15 hit points. Woohoo!
Merrick?
37 out of 63.
About half. And Ion?
30 out of 45, 66%, almost 69.
Nice. So close. And then that'll bring us to the top of round 4. Zaza, what you got?
All right, I'm just gonna keep it simple. This guy teleported and then ran. You're closest to me. You seem like you're doing some weird breathing meditation stuff. I'm not about to let that go unchecked, so I'm just gonna swing at you twice.
Okay. I think
Can't even let a man breathe out here.
I'm gonna use one of my points and use deflection to bring my AC up to it's going up to 18.
Okay, my first hit was a 20,
Oh, okay.
but my second was less than that. 16.
Oh,
Was it a dirty 20 or a natural 20?
Oh, it was dirty.
Oh, okay. We love a dirty
Nah,
20.
Real nasty 20.
Filthy 20.
Oh. I have a disobedient little 20.
Yeah.
mm.
I will spend 2 of my force points to do force empowered strikes. Oh, beep beep. And then because it's my turn, I get some other shit. Hold on. Okay, so that's there and there, and then okay. Do. Where is it on this guy? Another creature damages you. Nope. Kashi form. Okay, I can add my charisma modifier, so that isn't +4. And then I think that might be it. My Aura of Hate also allows me to add my charisma modifier, so that is 8. I think it's just that. Okay, so there's a +8. 11 plus 8 is, as we all know, 19. For
That
my
how much
first
damage?
hit. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's both it, because I missed on the other one. That's 19 damage for you.
All right.
And
Ow. Oh. Okay.
yeah, and then I'll go ahead and use my bonus action, I guess, to continue my Makashi form. Is it okay if I drink one of the health potions? I'm not dying right now, but I haven't had one yet.
They're on the general. Oh, I love this. They're on the general board, so you are welcome to grab one if you'd like to.
Okay, then I will take up to, I'll be healed 13 HP. And I don't think I have any good bonus actions. So we'll leave it at that.
At the end of your turn, I think I would like to have a little fun.
Oh,
I
no.
don't think I can get everybody, but I can get 3 of you.
Oh, no. Oh,
So
no.
Yes!
Jabba again taps his little Twi'lek, who points out to another one of the guards sort of by the statues, who claps their hands together and lets out this little bubble around the 3 of you in about a 20-foot radius. Can I have a DC 15 intelligence saving throw as a neural disruptor bursts off?
Okay.
Oh, just made it. Okay.
And I'm gonna use my Bardic Inspiration die on this one. I just make it with 15.
Hey, me too.
I got a natural 20.
Heck yes. Okay, I'm gonna have to roll these d8s in 2 waves because it's a lot of d8s.
Oh no.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah, right? That just registered?
3 plus, is that a 7 or what? Oh, that is a 7. Okay.
He's hit us
And
with
then-
fire. He's tried to make us dance. He dropped us in a hole. Now it's a neural disruptor.
What do you mean us in a
Like,
hole? What do you mean us in a hole?
Well, I said us with fire. I was like, I was a general shared pain by the community. Okay.
Okay.
Like, arena is a whole when you think about it.
Yeah.
All three of you succeeded, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. So, before I half this damage, it was 42 points of psychic damage, halved to 21.
Reaction,
God, I see my little
disperse
tips
force. Oh wait, can I do? Wait, is that psychic? No, it doesn't work on psychic damage. Fuck.
Oh, hold on.
So-
Do I have anything? Do I have anything that will help us? I don't think I do. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I also think you burned your reaction to raise your shield when Zaza hit you, so I don't think you have a reaction.
You're right.
One person
You're right.
can sip some blue milk.
Okay. That was how many points?
21.
Yeah, that's not that. Oh, yeah.
Not good. That's not good.
The health bar just went like.
down.
And that will bring us to Goldie's turn.
Yeah, I'm down.
Are you down?
Yep, I'm on the ground.
Not making. We're making saves.
Oh, dear.
No one can spare the dying so we could help our friends out in the battle. Wow. Where have we come
Chat,
to as a
don't
society?
you want this to continue, Chat? Do you really want this to be the end of Merrick's story? Come on.
Can chat do anything? Is there like revive?
they can buy him a blue milk, which will just fall on his corpse, a la Baldur's Gate style. Because that's one of the few things that I love in Baldur's Gate, so I'm so down to just let chat yeet a potion from the crowd at a corpse. I think that's funny, and I'm here for it.
I got to do some measuring. Yep.
That's if Goldie doesn't like take him out before.
Listen.
Before
I
chat
forgot
raises.
that I have sniping caster as a passive.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What does that do?
So when I cast a power that requires me to make an attack roll, the power's range is doubled. My range, force, and tech attacks ignore 1/4, half, and 3/4 cover. And I learn one at will power that requires an attack roll. So what I'm going to do from this little box of fire that I find myself in is just cackle maniacally. Right? Like that, except eviler.
Like the count.
Yeah. And
1d6 of damage, 2d6 of damage.
Oh no.
Damage.
I am going to... Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. I'm trying to figure out which one I want to use.
That's fair.
Because there's a lot. I am going to use... Greater Explosion. So...
Is that like a healing one?
Oh yeah, totally. Absolutely. Healing.
It heals in reverse.
It's an
Yeah, yep.
Great explosion is that bad?
So it says a target takes 40 d6 fire damage in a 40-foot radius and is knocked prone on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful save. The fire spreads around corners. It ignites flammable objects in the arena that aren't being worn or carried.
I'm sorry,
it's
seeing
fireball.
40-foot radius on this map is comical.
Yep.
Oh, no.
that's...
Yep. Job is included. Job is included. Ain't nobody safe.
Oh no, it's
Automatically
so
Java.
he's a solid 50 feet above you guys. You guys are some 50 feet.
he's he just feels the heat.
There's also as you look up as this explosion takes place before you like roll all your damage and stuff, a la like the Hunger Games, there's like a little bit of a dome that you can't really see until like attacks sort of fly up, protecting the crowd and Jabba, of course.
What do
From
they
the
need
damage.
protection from?
It's I don't know what you guys are supposed to roll.
I am
For that
assuming
save.
it's a saving throw. What
Yeah.
was it
What's
called again?
No?
Greater Explosion?
Greater explosion.
Fireball,
Dexterity.
but
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fireball.
Yeah, it's a fireball. Oh my god. Yeah, it's a fireball.
So
So,
So do we have to resist, or do you have to roll attack, or does it
we
just
have
happen?
to AoE,
it's a-
we have
it's
to
a
make a
saving-
saving throw.
it's a saving throw.
Okay.
And Merrick would auto fail because he is unconscious, which means you're automatically going to take a death save, unless the amount rolled is greater than your hit points, at which point you're just cooked, boss.
So, like, I would think that an 11 would succeed, right? Like, that's a good high number.
Sorry. What are we rolling? What's that?
Dexterity save.
Deck save.
Oh no.
And I have to roll 40 d6. So please.
What is your saving
40?
throw? Do you know? Yeah.
My saving throw?
Oh wait,
Might be
hold
dead.
on. You shouldn't have Greater Explosion.
I shouldn't have it.
It's a level 9 spell, which I do not think you have access to.
I thought, weren't we level 9?
You're level 9. The spell is
Our levels different.
yeah. Not to like suck all the joy out
You
of
have a-
the fun thing that you just did.
What? If it's greater, you might have a lesser version of it. Like,
Yeah.
is there just explosion? Because
Okay.
all of them have like a standard and then like a bigger version of
I
that.
think I might somewhere.
There is
I just have-
explosion at level 3.
Okay. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So
that one is
bring it
8d6.
We'll bring it down.
Oh,
That
that's
feels more
better.
in
That's
line,
so
yeah.
much better. Okay, like
Not ideal, but God.
We'll bring it down.
About to murder us all.
I was like, because like full disclosure, like I have a fireball built into my spells that I have access to, and even that's not 8.
So we're not supposed to
I'm
have
shocked.
access to the
I'm
level
shocked.
9 spells. Okay.
No,
Good to
you should
know.
Probably be
Yeah,
max
I think at our level we get up to level 4 spells.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. That was my misunderstanding. I apologize.
No, you're so good.
So no, not 40d6. Lower, but y'all are still gonna get fired. Fired.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's the save?
Hold on.
I don't know where you find it on
Okay,
your
so
sheet.
with the level 3, I can overcharge it though.
Yeah.
So I can do that, and then the damage increases by 1d6 for each slot above third. So it would be an additional 1d6,
Okay. So
and it would be a 20-foot radius instead of a 40-foot radius.
Oh, you can still
get
hit
that.
all of them.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what's our save.
Dexterity
Yes.
save still.
What's
Oh,
the
the
number?
DC.
What's the number? Yeah.
Yeah, so true. It should be
That would
under your
be-
lightning bolt.
Yeah, that would be. Tech save is. Just says 15 DC.
I am sweating. I'm sweating looking at my
Yep.
die right now. Like, okay,
15.
Yes.
That would mean the save is 15.
Yeah, 15.
So
okay.
15.
Okay, so
Saved.
I fail.
Okay, so that is 9d6.
Cool. Maybe just throw a lot of 1s and 2s in there if you're feeling it.
That'd be great.
I mean,
Nice. I'm
That
just gonna take
is
my death throw now, because
31 points of damage.
Oh, okay, cool. So not instantly killing Merrick because I don't think that is your max hit points.
I am
But you
now
do
below
automatically.
they
Nice.
automatically take a death.
okay.
Yeah, so you automatically take death. That knocks Zaza to unconscious.
How much?
How
was
you
the
looking,
damage?
Ion?
Yeah, how much was the damage? Oh gosh,
31.
31. Okay, let me see here. I'm sorry, I have to do math. I
time.
have. So I will use Force Reflect, which is in response to being attacked. I can attempt to deflect the attack. This is a damage. This is all this is doing is reducing the damage. And at the level that I can cast it, I can reduce it by. Hold on, how many? Blowing through my force points at this point because goodness gracious.
What else are they for?
You know, okay, I'm a cast it level 3 and try and reduce it by, is that one? Hold on, how many D10? It's a D10 per level. Oops, I'm looking at the wrong. Come on, so many reflects on this. Why did Jedi reflect so many
Yeah.
things? All right, let me
you
roll.
get 3d10 worth
So-
of
Okay,
reflection.
where are my 10s? 1, 2.
Woof.
All right.
That's
Oh,
that's rugged.
Oh goodness. All right. 10, 17. Okay, reduce that by 21.
Oh. That brings it down to 9 points of damage.
9
I
points of
think?
damage, which is exactly, you might not believe this. That is exactly how many points Ion has. So, yeah, like it looked really, really cool. Held up the saber and the explosion, and like there was for a moment, there was just this force barrier around him, and then it fell, and he is down.
So, important question, and I'm going to direct this to the chat. We have 3 downed players at the end of Goldie's turn. We have 1 blue healing milk on the table. Mods, if I could get a poll in chat. Should the potion go? Yeah, let's go to break and do it. Should the potion go to Zaza, Merrick, or Ion? We'll put a poll up during break. Chat will decide, and then it will be whoever that person is versus Goldie for the end. And we'll give the others a chance to roll death saves and such and do's. But yeah, if we get that poll rolling, that would be great. We're gonna go take a quick break.
So sorry for who I am.
No, that was brilliant. That was
Don't
amazing.
apologize. That was amazing.
Last year, this event helped raise money for Black Girls Code, a nonprofit organization that focused on engaging African American girls and other youth of color with computer programming education to help nurture their careers in the tech industry. This time around, our weekend-long BIPOC Star Wars TTRPG charity event is raising money for the Marsha P. Johnson Institute, an incredible organization that focuses on protecting and defending the human rights of Black transgender individuals by, quote, organizing our community, advocating for our people, creating an intentional healing space, developing transformative leadership, and promoting our collective power. With the state of the world, we want to highlight and reiterate that trans lives matter. Black lives matter. And remember that donating is amazing. It's fantastic. But only one step in making actual change. Actively being the change you want to see in your communities is important. Change in your conversations. Change in your advocacy. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
And welcome back. I see chat has decided to throw a blue milk to Merrick. So we will jump back into that in just a second. Before we jump into part 2, I want to remind chat again that there are still ways you can help out our players. You can buy them blue milks. You could buy me layer actions or spells. Or you can buy all kinds of other goodies and stuff and things. The commands are in the chat. All the donos are in the chat. And also, once players start dying, they get to help me with picking spells and stuff and things. So that's a thing that you can do. Excuse me. As we come back in, at the end of Goldie's turn, a blast of fire erupts around the 3 other combatants. And we watch very quickly as the already unconscious body of Merrick sort of pulses again as it's hit with this fire. Zaza falls to the ground. Ion holds up their saber to deflect the damage, and as the fire rescinds, also falls. And it is at this exact moment that from the crowd, someone throws a jar of blue milk, and it sails through the air and lands directly on the body of Merrick, giving you how many hit points?
17.
17. Which will bring us to Ion's turn in initiative and our first death save roll.
All right, so D20.
D20.
Oh, that's a 2, so no.
That's 1 failure. And that will bring us to Merrick. You are
Merrick?
prone.
Yeah. Merrick is going to stand, grabbing the hilt of his lightsaber, and is going to kind of look around. He's going to see that Jaja and Ion are both down, and is going to kind of, okay, that's unexpected.
Hi, I'm Gold.
Hello. And I think I'm going to spend that's half of my movement to get up. And I'm going to spend a kinetic combat die. So I'm going to spend a force point to slow time.
Okay.
When you move on your turn, you can roll a kinetic combat die to increase your speed by 5 times the amount rolled until the end of my turn.
Oh!
Okay.
So rolling the kinetic die. So my speed increases by 20 feet. And so it's 50. That's exactly what I need. Cool. So to get me to where I want to be, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, I think we'll do it. And then let me measure. Get just outside the radius. Oh no, nope. I'm wrong.
Like that.
So I kind of flash over to that spot. Deep breath. I look like I'm about to ignite my saber, but instead I punch the ground as I cast Force Repulse. Release an omnidirectional telekinetic burst. Each creature within 20 feet of me must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 8d6 force damage and is pushed back 5 feet. On a successful save,
Important question is that radial or directional?
it is omnidirectional.
Yeah. That'll be an auto fail. For Ion.
Yeah. Let me grab these d6 here. Hang on a second. 1, 2. So I need a saving throw from Gold.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I have a reaction, I just don't know where it is, and I don't know if it's going to be helpful or not. I'm panicking.
Is it 20 feet radiating out from you?
Is that from a point you choose or from you?
Yeah, and did you move closer? Because if it's 20 feet from you, it won't hit her. Unless you like. Yeah, she's 25 away.
I will inch. I will.
The range is
one
south.
more then.
So yeah.
Yeah, so.
All right, one more. Oh, yeah, sorry. See, I'm gonna right here. How about that?
That'll do it.
Bang bang.
Oh, and it just barely still hit.
This is so unfair.
Look, you just gotta stay alive until your turn. No pressure.
12, 20, 2, 4, 6.
Okay, those are my at wills. I'm trying to figure. Let me see.
29 points of force damage.
I don't like it. No, that's not going to help me. Okay, what's the DC? What do I have to roll for?
It is dexterity saving throw. DC is 14.
Okay. I don't like it.
Oh no.
I got a nat 20. I got a nat 20. I'm not even kidding you. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm just gonna just throw fisticuffs up and out and everything.
Is it half damage on a successful save?
Half damage. And they're not pushed.
How much is that damage?
Total damage is 29. So
it would be 14 points of damage.
14, yeah.
I'm back down to 1 HP.
Kind of roller coaster for you.
Listen.
So what about my body?
Your body sort of ricochets as it hits that and goes. How far do they get pushed?
5 feet.
And your body is going to get pushed 5 feet away.
And does that
From
count that counts as a
It's a failed save.
death save?
It's a failed death save, so that means he's got 1 to go.
Nice.
At the end of the round, actually, the only fair way to do this, since this was a purchase from chat, we'll get to Zaza's turn. As the crowd sort of almost boos a little bit. They don't want this to end just yet. And you see 2 more glass bottles go sailing through the air, landing on top of Ion and Zaza. You guys each get a blue milk healing potion. Go ahead and roll 4d4 plus 4 healing.
So whopping 13 points for Jaja.
But more importantly, Jaja, it is your turn.
It's 11 points. All right.
Okay.
You are prone, and I believe your forms drop when you go unconscious. I could be wrong.
That would make sense. So, having learned this information, I will use my bonus action to reactivate my Makashi form. And then, I know that we had an alliance, but I've died since then almost. And so I'm gonna do something that worked really well for me once and try it again. And from myself, a 100-foot line of lightning extends in one direction, hitting everybody.
Yeah, I would say that can hit everybody. They're just on the line, and I believe the line's 10 feet in width is usually how that works.
Oh no!
So if I go 10,
but yeah,
if I go 10 feet and then I run the line, y'all would be on either side of a 10-foot line, and it would hit everybody. Like
it
if I
is
want to be
technically a 5-foot wide blast, but I don't
5
know how
foot
that
wide
works
blast?
diagonal. Yeah, because like if I stand,
if
where
it's
I
5
am, though,
feet, if it's
and I
5
go-
feet out from the line, and we go from where you are, run the line straight. Either way, I would still say that would hit.
cool.
That would still hit Ion and Merrick.
Okay, I would love a DC 16 dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
Okay.
The resigned sigh.
I failed. I got a whole 3. I'm good. We can just go.
What's the DC again?
16.
Oh, okay,
24.
Let me add this bardic die, because girl. Oh,
And I'm also going to
just made it.
I'm going to reaction force reflect at 3rd level as well.
What does that do? Does it hit me
Or
again?
4th level.
They can reduce the damage.
Okay.
Yep.
It's lightning.
Yes.
Can I still technically react if I failed my save?
I would say yeah. You can still use I would say you can still use a reaction.
Okay.
Usually it's just to being attacked, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going to... I found my reaction, by the way, which I could have used last round, but I'm kind of glad that I didn't. I'm going to use Absorb Energy.
Oh.
Okay.
So... The power captures some of the incoming energy, lessening its effect on you and storing it for your next melee attack.
Now I will say you did fail the save, which means you're gonna go unconscious either way.
That's fine, because if I can just store it in like my body, you know, because I'm a droid, I have batteries and stuff.
Yeah, I'll allow that.
Just overclock. Just overclock fine.
As it basically knocks you out, you're kind of gonna store and overclock some of that energy. Do you want to go ahead and roll that damage for us, Zaza?
That is 26 points of lightning damage on a failure, halved on a success.
So 13's
13. Okay, so yeah, I will.
13.
Let's see if I can make that 0 so that I can reflect it back.
The reflect once before. Come on now. Yes. Okay.
I am going to overcharge it, so I'm going to roll 2d6.
Okay.
And that's the amount that I get to store.
Okay.
Okay, that's. So I rolled an 18 total, so that reduces that to 0. And so, let's see, how does this work? I have to make a ranged force attack. Wait, nope, that's not it. Wait, where is I just?
Are you
I was
doing
like, if
force-
I go
are you doing
down because you shoot
force
my lightning
reflect?
back at me, that's hilarious.
Where did I just had it? Oh, here we go. Yeah, ranged force attack. I want to hit. The target takes the triggering attack's normal damage.
Oh my god! Do it! Do it! That's too good!
Here we go. We're about to Mace Windu this shit, I guess. Does a 16 hit you?
It does.
Oh no!
You can see it!
Oh
Can I
no!
narrate how this happens, please? Can I at least have that?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, Jaja, unconscious, full of rage, gets back up, and I think doesn't even like look. I think just the general chaos kind of pulls lightning out of the static electricity in the air and just shoots it perfectly forward, straight through. And I think what happens is I'm shooting for Goldie at the very end. You all kind of get hit, but Merrick, I think you just actually kind of step a little bit away from the stream, just kind of stick a hand out, catch it, and just like fling it back forward like a ping pong paddle.
Yep.
Hits me square in the chest. I catch it in my hands and just immediately slump over again.
Man,
How you looking?
stay down.
How you looking, Ion?
Well, I also did force reflect and I rolled 19. So that reduces it to 0. So I also, and like,
Just for
that's
the
the thing
bit.
is like,
Make that attack roll for me, please.
because the thing is, Ion was like, yeah, doing the same thing, like catching it and ready to throw it back, except the speed of lightning means like well, that happened.
Give me the attack roll.
18.
Yeah. Okay.
So actually, I can amend my narration if that's okay.
So
if you'll
the
allow
thing
me,
is,
I would like to
please
embellish.
do.
does it have? Well, I guess my question is, does it?
The order of
like,
operandus?
It doesn't say it has to go back to the attacker.
No, that's true.
It can go towards.
Ooh.
It can go towards anyone I can see.
That's
who
fine.
you throwing it to?
Avenge me!
Because the only other person still standing is Merrick. Because the way this goes down, Zaza stands up, fires off the lightning and rage. Both of you get off sprayed with it. You watch as Merrick throws it back at Zaza, who drops to the ground again. Goldie almost sort of extends a hand, and you can see some of that lightning traveling inside of their body, but they still drop. So the only person still standing is about 15 feet away from you, 20 feet away from you, is Merrick.
Oof.
And you have two unconscious people at the either end of a line.
No, I feel. Wait, why do I feel bad? I'm playing a Sith. I don't feel anything.
In a battle royale.
I think I think initially like Jaja, because I mean, yes, it was all for one, basically, well, one for one and none for all, is ready to throw the lightning back, but sees that Merrick throws it back and then does the Uncle Iroh, grabs the lightning that hits in the one hand and it just coruscates across their body and starts going towards Merrick. So sorry.
Make the attack roll.
Oh, that was the 18.
That was the 18, and I think the 18 still hits you. And
Does
you
it
use
hit
the
me? Yeah,
reaction to deflect it, so it's not like you can add your die on top of it.
I can't. Yeah.
Which means you get to roll the full damage of the lightning bolt. Which is how much?
8d6.
Wait, how much was it halved?
The original damage was 26.
Yeah, and then the way the spell is written, it's the original damage, not the halved
Okay,
damage.
so yeah.
Yep. So I'm down again.
Hey, he could roll all ones. He could roll 8 ones.
So do I roll
That was
again,
dope,
or
you
it's
did.
just, do I have to re-roll the damage, or is it
You
just
get
the
to
normal
roll-
non-damage?
You get to roll the damage again.
Okay.
That's how
many
I'm
is it?
interpreting it. 8d6.
Oh, maybe I should do that for Jaja then, because I hadn't done that.
Yeah, I was thinking that it just grabbed whatever came at us and threw it back, but I'm also fine with those.
You can go ahead and re-roll that for Jaja. Statistically speaking, I think I'm still down, but let's go for it just in case.
Oh boy. Okay.
9.
That is.
Oh, there's, oh no, 9, 14, 19, 20.
Clutching of the
20,
pearls.
26.
Not enough to fully kill him, but enough to knock him unconscious.
29 at Jaja.
Yeah, no, that definitely that hit. That was
Yeah.
enough.
I want that roll.
That was
That's the
more
roll
than
I
my little
want.
4d4 healing potion, believe it or not.
This all happens so very fast. The 2 potions come in, the lightning is fired, it's caught, thrown around. The entire stadium sort of erupts in blue light for a brief second. Which brings us to the end of Jaja's turn, because it was still Jaja's turn. At which point, Goldie, I'm gonna need a death saving throw.
I got an 11, so I succeeded.
Let's succeed. Ion, that brings us to your turn in initiative. You have 3 unconscious combatants in the arena with you.
Oh my gosh. This was not foreseen.
And there is a chant from the crowd just saying, finish them, finish them, and it's just erupting louder and louder.
Oh, okay. Let's see here. No.
Where you going first? What you doing?
I'm seeing what all I've got. Okay, that's within. Okay, 5 feet is 1 square. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of AoE. I just have some weird stuff. Yeah, let's see here. I mean, Ion's still not looking good. Ion was not prepared to make it this far, but when needs must. And it's what we do. We are going to cast Force Lightning in a line towards the non-Siths. So, ooh, actually, I don't know. I can't.
If you...
Yeah, no.
You could
Well, it
move.
might. Oh yeah,
Yeah, you could move.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh
Worry
no,
about
that's
attacks
the
of
worst.
opportunity because we're
Let me
all
just-
Yeah, because they're all laying on the ground, so you can move.
Let me just line up my shot.
I would say that you'd either be able to get... You could probably only get 2 of them in it.
Yeah. I think I will do. Let's see. I'll do a quick. Yeah, I'll do. Oh, actually, yeah. I'm just gonna. Oh wow. This is literally just like sliding.
Slide to the right.
less than 5 feet over. To kind of. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let me see here. Higher. Yeah. Okay. So this is just the 8d6 lightning. Actually, hold on. Is that what I'm really? Let me just. I had a different lightning thing. I'm trying to figure out if it's. I can't reach them with that. So no, it's the force lightning. Yeah. And dexterity saving throw. Oh wait, they're
Which is invalid because
They
they're
auto-fail.
unconscious.
Oh.
They auto fail.
We just out here.
Right.
Effectively, you're rolling the damage to see if you can match what their max damage
Got it.
is, to see if you auto end them or if you just knock off a death save.
Okay, that's gonna be 9, 12, 17. 21, 22, 23, 26 points of lightning damage.
Not enough, but they both fail one
Enough.
death save. So I believe that's Merrick with 1 death, 1 fail, Goldie with 1 fail, and Zaza has yet to make theirs yet.
Zaja's never been better.
You doing? How you doing?
Anything for a bonus action, Ion?
Yeah, based on, I mean, it's not, you know, it's, let me see here. I gotta do 1, 2, 3. Yeah, based on the crowd, he does raise a charred singed hand with the lightsaber and assumes a stance, which once again he leaps to the center of the arena because of all like the chants, and just like raises the lightsaber. Like it's not a very strong raise. It's just like trying to play to the crowd.
That'll bring us to Merrick. Give me a death save.
All right, here we go. That's a fail.
That's 2 failures. Brings us to Zaza. Give me a death save.
That is a failure.
1 for Zaza. Goldie, go ahead and give me a death save.
That's a success.
1 and 1. And then we're back to Ion.
2 and 1, because I rolled a
2 and 1.
success
Oh, so 2 and 1. Merrick has 2, Goldie has 2. You can see that they're on the last vestiges of their breath. It's starting to, not breath because droid, but like you can see the light starting to power off in the droid, and the breath getting almost incredibly ragged. Zaza still looks, honestly, for an unconscious person, pretty solid. Where are you going first to end it?
Oh gosh.
Strike me down, and I.
You're a Sith. Don't feel bad.
That's the thing is like I normally am not. I don't normally play meanies, but I will let the power flow through me.
I'm just saying, droids make good pets.
That's insane.
all.
That's crazy.
That's what
all.
we got.
That's a wild
That's where
pitch.
we're going.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
Okay, then we are. Yeah, I like looking down at the form of Merrick. Ion, you know, like again the face just with disdain, and casts Enfeeble, which it must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, but you're down, so that's
Auto fail.
And if it's missing any hit points, it in this case will take 2d12 necrotic damage.
That'll do it.
Feel like
Merrick.
you're missing some hit points.
What does it look like as you shuffle off this mortal coil?
Merrick eyes will open briefly. Well, it was a good run. And as he dies, he will become one with the Force and will disappear, and his clothes will just.
One day we're going to learn that trick.
And Merrick is no more. Ion, anything else?
That's
Action.
Let's see. Yeah, that was no.
Action. You got anything for a bonus?
Let me search for bonus on my sheet and see what counts. Oops. Let me search for bonus action on my sheet. Now, see, yeah, now I'm getting it. I feel like where I am from them is pretty good. No, I think yeah, it's just going to stay here where they have the measure of both the droid and the body, just in case.
Yeah, just in case.
Things have been getting weird. Like milk has been falling out of the crowd and hitting and splashing. Jabba has like 800 million little buttons behind his throne. I'ma just like
That's very valid. That'll bring us to Jaja. Give us a death save.
That is another failure.
That means you're down 2, right?
2-0.
2? 2-0. That'll bring us
But
to
just watch,
Goldie.
I'm about to roll nat 20 and none of this will matter.
Yeah,
Don't even
you got
worry
this.
about it.
You got
Don't
this.
even worry about it.
Goldie. Goldie.
I got my 3rd success.
You watch as there's a whir as this droid somehow piecemeals and pulls a little bit of power and the eyes sort of flicker open. You have your turn. What would you like to do with it?
Force Ghost of Merrick appears next to Goldie and goes, "You got this. I believe in you." And then fades.
Gold is just like, "Hi, I'm Gold," and like waves. Like, but it is with like a half broken arm, so instead of a wave, it's kind of like this janky whatever motion. Hi, I'm Gold.
That's terrifying.
Force Ghost of Merrick high fives the broken arm.
I think. What? So I'm at 1 HP.
You're at 1 HP. Basically, you stabilize because of the 3 successes. You're at 1
Okay.
HP. You can see the heaving body across from you of Zaza, who does not look long for this world. And a standing but thoroughly charred Ion below you, and just clothes on the ground where Merrick's body once was.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I have a thing that I could do. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. That's not gonna work the way that I wanted
Over
to.
me?
I love when
You know
I
what's
see shapes show
wild?
up on the VTT and you get so scared. You're like,
You're like, ah!
Don't be
just-
doing all that.
No.
Hold on. I think maybe I might got a thing. Okay, and we have up to level 4 spells, right?
You have up to level 4 spells, yes.
So I am going to. Where are we? AoE. What? How do I make it a circle?
When you click the AoE button, the middle one is the circle. You should have cone, circle, cube. What's the
there we go.
radius?
It's the radius
If it's
is
20.
20 feet.
Yeah, you can get both of them. If that's what you're
Okay.
trying to do.
Perfect. I'm going to cast on my last my last legs as I'm doing all this janky, I don't know, whatever it is. My gears are obviously messed up. I'm going to cast Cryogenic Storm. It's instantaneous, and it is 20 feet by 40 feet high. And each
so it's dancing at the top of the arena, basically, like the bubble.
Yeah. And each creature in the cylinder must make a dexterity saving throw. A creature takes 2d8 kinetic damage and 4d6 cold damage on a failed save.
There.
Yeah.
It's been an honor.
So go ahead, roll the damage for Ion. I do think even on a success, it's probably going to take you out.
Okay.
I could be wrong unless we roll real low. And while all the damage rolling is happening, Zaza, what does it look like as you shuffle off this mortal coil?
Jaja died as they lived. And a painful ball of chaos. The whatever cryogenic storm, just like the energy just freezes them. They were already unconscious, they weren't moving, and then they just become eerily still as even the clothes that they're wearing and their grip on their lightsaber already loosened from the pain of being unconscious, now is like fused to their skin in ice.
It's 28. That's the damage.
Okay.
So if we half it, it would be 14. If
Yes.
you roll the save, is the half damage still going to take you out?
That is a dirty 20, so that's a save.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
Got any last
I'm
tricks
gonna
up your
see.
sleeve?
Yes, so what's the half damage?
14.
Oh, wait.
Okay.
Whoa. Time out. Hold on. No, I lied. You're good. Because I thought I could overcharge it. I can't.
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting real rough in these streets, y'all. Okay. Okay, we're like Force Reflect has been carrying. We're gonna see if it can carry the team again.
The glasses. I just love it.
I love it. Yeah.
That's, okay, that's 9. So it will. Okay, so I will take 5 from that because
Yeah.
I'm able to deflect 9 of it, and I don't have the ability to reflect it back.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, all right, okay. We're in it. We're really not. It's very bad.
Are you
It is.
are you still up?
I'm still up, but it is Ion Desek's very bad day.
Let me see what I can do as a bonus action, if anything.
We're down to 2. Unless chat
Oh my
decides they
God.
want no winners, at which point you just have to give me AoE.
Hold on.
I mean, the Marsha
Because
P. Johnson
really, in
Institute does
war,
a lot of
there
good
are
work.
no winners.
So, like,
Okay,
You know what would have
on.
been funny, but it's too late now, is if one of the things that people could have gotten was like a brick that deals like 1d4 damage that they can throw.
as the crowd, like,
They're like, boo! I want to throw a brick.
that is.
I'm gonna
very,
make
like,
a note of that. That's too
That's
funny.
very
That's
hot
so
coded.
funny.
That is perfect.
Next
I love that.
next
Yeah.
PvP fight I do, that's gonna be an option. I'll just yeet bricks.
For great.
That the brick sellers in the stands are just cleaning up. Like, bricks, got your bricks over here.
Bricks? Got your bricks? Got your blue milk in your bricks?
Not the blue milk and bricks.
I love that so much.
Blue milk and bricks, man.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do as a bonus action. I have repulsor lifts as an integration in my body. So
Okay.
I'm going to activate those.
Okay.
And what that does is I have a flying speed of 30 feet,
Okay.
and it lasts for a minute.
Okay.
But I can only use it once. It's like a one and done thing.
I
Okay.
love that.
So I am actually going to kick those on, and it's kind of like trying to strike an old match, where it's like just very slowly, like it's thinking about it until it finally ignites, and like there's a moment of like out of control, like just jitteriness before Goldie stabilizes and like moves himself. No, I don't want. Listen, we're done with that. Put that away.
Please, no more of those, please.
Please
You
put
scare
that-
me now, please.
Put that away. My goodness.
Think back where it came from, so help me.
All right. I'm actually going to. I'm trying to move. I'm going to move back here.
Make me zoom out.
I know. I'm sorry.
Why are you all the way over there?
Because I'm running away.
What's going on, friend? What's
I'm
happening?
running. Okay.
Good.
At the end of Goldie's turn, Ion, you see the frozen body of Zaza behind you, the clothes of Merrick in front of you, and on the far side of the arena, a sputtering droid on its last legs.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. That was a good move away from me, but
But
I'm sorry. I'm just doing a search for 120 feet on my character sheet. Give me a second. Because you. Oh no. I mean, you moved like a good. Let's see. You are. Yeah. No, you're out of the close range stuff. Oh
Can't
no.
get that thing off of there, by the way. Oh, there we go. Okay, I don't know.
Okay.
The angry triangle.
Oh goodness. I mean, it is apparently like storm for storm. You brought ice. I'm gonna bring lightning. Like all the way at the bottom of my character sheet, the highest thing I got is called Greater Kinetite. And it is a 5-foot diameter spear of compressed lightning in an unoccupied space of your choice, which in this case will be right next to Goldie. And you need to make a dex saving throw because each you're within 5 feet. So basically, yeah. Make a dex saving throw, DC 16.
I do have an important question as you're making this, Goldie. Did you fly up into the air at all?
Yeah, I mean, I had to.
How high?
Probably like I'm probably hovering about like 10 feet because I can't actually move higher.
Cool.
Okay, it can. Okay, so it can be. Okay, so it's going to be then roughly in the air-ish because I can move it up or down. Oof.
I needed to note that for other reasons.
Oh no. Okay.
Goldie's about to get like swatted out of the air right now, like a little net. Just with the chancla, just like.
What's crazy is I did take spells to ground people just in case they were flying, but I'm super
That's so funny.
But I'm super dead.
But I rolled a 17.
Oh, hold up. Is that nice? Okay, that's a save. All right, so then you take half.
Doesn't matter. I'm gonna die. I'm just going to get smacked.
It's 5d8, so it's.
So
girl, bye.
Roll the 5d8 so we can just see how high that number goes.
Girl, bye.
Here's where it gets bad, though.
Okay. All right.
Because you specified that you were 10 feet above the air. So that means you're also gonna hit the ground and get a d6 fall damage, which automatically knocks off a death save. But I just want to see if he gets high enough.
It's 33, so.
What's your max HP?
57.
So 17.
Not enough? Yeah. She had one. Goldie had one hit point. So, Goldie, the lightning crackles across you, and the sputter in your engines goes out as the world goes dark. And Ion, you watch this. You watch as there's a clatter as the charred body of Goldie hits the ground and fails a death save. For the sake of brevity. For the sake of brevity. Ion, how do you finish this?
Ion, at that point, just teleports over to where Goldie's body is and kind of looks down, with a bit of a discerning eye, and takes the lightsaber and turns it downward to basically sever through like their primary energy source. But then reaches in and removes their personality chip and puts it in his pocket. Because
Give
I
me.
think you have a use.
I'm gonna need a sleight of hand.
Okay.
To see if you get off, if no one notices what you're doing.
Yeah. All right. Do I have anything fun and special for sleight of hand? Probably not, because I did not build a Dexy character. No, I definitely did not. No, that's a 10.
I actually needed for the first time. I need a D20.
Only had access to.
I love the. I know, right? I love the irony of letting the dice tell the story. That's a natural one.
Okay.
Nobody watches as you kneel down beside Goldie. Do you say anything to them before you take the personality chip?
No, I severed the power first.
Yeah.
So yeah, like after hearing the I am rolled, I was like, okay, let's no talking, but we are definitely going to rebuild you later.
Very deftly, the chip is removed and tucked into your pocket. And
I
the second,
think, if I may, because there was still some like extra energy that was built up in there, and like there was a backup battery, like the eyes just like blink twice real quick, and like the head turns and there's a smile.
And then as the lights fade back out, you can see the corporeal sort of shimmer of the dome that's been trapping you in sort of dissipate. And the Twi'lek next to Jabba walks back up to the microphone again. We have a winner! You'll be merited the benefits of 100,000 credits and 1 trip off of this planet to wherever you'd like on the expressive permission of the Lord Jabba that you will never return. The last thing I must say. Blue milk. When my porg is looking for the purest, best milk on the market, I turn to blue milk. Give your pets the only milk you would drink. And we adjourn! And the crowd erupts into applause. Blue streamers are shot into the air. And our camera will fade to black. My lovely players, one more time around the horn. Tell the people who you are, where we can find you, and we will start in opposite order. So, Sphinx, who are you? Where can the people find you?
Hi there, everyone. I am Sphinx Akasha, the current champion of bards. I am a TTRPG performer, producer, actor, musician, composer. There's a reason I named myself champion of bards. You can find me just about everywhere on the internet. At Sphinx Akasha, also at the Everbright, or also at the Everbright Archive. You can also find me running my podcast, The Everbright Archive, that is a TTRPG actual play anthology series dedicated to having diverse creators at my table, each telling diverse stories using diverse TTRPG systems that are not D&D, Pathfinder, or World of Darkness, because there are a lot of cool systems out there that don't get the light of day, and we want to celebrate those. So you can find those wherever you procure your podcasts, and I want to personally thank you for walking the storied path with all of us, because all stories are stories on the storied path, and as always, may the dice roll ever in your favor.
Urban, who are you? Where can we find you?
Hi, I'm Urban Bohemian. I'm Brian, pronouns he, they. I am pretty much everywhere as Urban Bohemian. I talk a lot of crap on Blue Sky. I stream on Twitch. I'll be on tomorrow morning if anybody is awake, but don't, because I stream like really early. And this has been a fantastic time. Thank you so much. I just looked at the total. That's amazing. So yay. And I did not expect to come out of this at all. So I have a shock, but I got 2 of us out technically, so screw your rules, Jabba.
Raven, who are you? Where can the people find you?
I'm Raven, your resident very bubbly murder robot. I am everywhere on the internet as Ravenous Tales, the artist formerly known as Wreck-It Raven. That still sticks. We love it. Your friendly, unwholesome goth friend, whatever. I was out of the space for a while. I just came back recently, so we have a couple things in the works if you want to follow. If not, that's totally cool too. But I had so much fun doing this. This was a lot of fun. So thanks for having me. And thank you all so much for raising money for such a wonderful, wonderful foundation.
Amelia Mills, who are you?
Hey.
Where can the people find you?
Yeah, I'm Amelia Som. You can find me most places at Amelia Som or by going to links.ameliasom.com. You can also hear my voice on the podcast Unprepared Casters, which is an actual play that explores short form story arcs across a wide variety of systems, including Dungeons and Dragons and Wanderhome and Starfinder and so much more. And I forgot to mention this at the beginning, you can also find me in a bookstore for the book Before the Tavern, 100 character concepts for tabletop role-playing games. Whether you are a new player, whether you are an experienced player, it has so many really fun character concepts to help you brainstorm your next campaign. I had fun too.
And last but certainly not least, my name is Whitney, better known across the internet as @SmokingGlueGuns. I have been your game master for this early afternoon, early evening. You can find me literally everywhere on the internet @SmokingGlueGuns, or you can buy my dice at SmokingGlueGuns.com. Yeah, I'm gonna shill for myself. I believe we raised over $300 during this session for charity. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you come back here at 9 p.m. Eastern for the next game in the May the 4th weekend series, and keep those pockets open and generous if you can. We are raising money for such a good and amazing cause. It has been a pleasure. And until next year, I think that's it for us. Have a good night, y'all. That's all I got.